What's up, everybody? Oh boy, that voice crack. Here, let's do that again. What's up, everybody? My name is Venkrai, and welcome to this shit-ass video. So, depending on how I'm feeling when I decide to get around to this video, that being, fucking trying to edit the shit and whatever, um, I'm probably gonna title it something like how I'm feeling and what's going on, or is something along those lines. And right now, it, I'm a mixed bag of emotions right now, and I feel like I just kind of need to rant and vent about some of the shit that's happening both in my life and eh, around the world. So this is gonna be a little more of a personal video. Um, and I'll try not to dwell on topics for too long. Anyway, so I wanted to touch up on what the hell is going on in uh in the world right now. And yeah, I feel like what I just said there is pretty much a good summary of how I feel. What the fuck is happening? I feel like the world is just kind of taking a fat shit on us right now, and it's just like ha ha ha, just full goat seat, just right into our mouth, golden shower, the whole 9 yards, just, and I feel like we could do better as Americans. We could definitely do better, and um, handling handling the situation. Um, and if you're watching this from anywhere else, it's right now President Trump, as far as I know, has handled the situation really poorly. And I don't keep up with the news and I don't keep up with politics. I think politics is the most boring thing on the face of the planet. It's just fucking fun deprived, and you know, it taking a fat shit would be funner than discussing politics. So I'm not gonna dwell on this for longer than I have to. But like, I just feel like, come on, it America, we could do better. Hell, we did better. We did better with the fucking flu. What was it? The Spanish flu. We did better with the fucking Spanish flu than we're doing right now in 21st century, and that was 1917. And you know, by far are not a good general understanding of health, and not very good technology. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on it. Um, yeah, I just feel like we could handle it a little better. So another thing is how I'm feeling right now. I mentioned earlier I'm kind of a mixed bags of emotions right now. Um, as of today or tomorrow, it just depends on when this video decides it wants to go up. Um, today being uh, 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 shit. What is today? I think it's 9/3/2020. Um, I haven't been doing so well. I've just been kind of like towards bedtime, when I start, wrapping the day up, starting to go to bed and stuff like that. I'm not gonna get into the specifics, but I get real fucking sad at night, and it's been real grating on my mentality and just everything that's been going on. I haven't been doing so hot, and my friends, they're good. They're good friends, but I I'm an introvert. I'm part introvert, part extrovert, but the reason I say I'm part extrovert as well is because I it's just like give me a second. I'm trying to like think of uh, the reason I say I'm an introvert and part extrovert is because I I love hanging out with my friends, man. But I need to recharge from hanging out from them. I can do over the mic, but I can't do the same people over and over again. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say, but there. I I can't do the same people over and over again and talk to them and expect something new. It's like I make Einstein roll in his grave with the definition of insanity. I but I don't necessarily do it on purpose. You know, if to fill in anybody who doesn't know what Einstein's definition of insanity, his definition was um, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different outcome. And not to say that my friends aren't good friends. It's just they're they're samey. They stick to the cookie cutter. You know, you got that LOL, lol, XD, random, rar, uh, shit in the background. He's always there, just oh 2019, you know, shit like that, making some like random autistic noises in the background. You got the suffocating person that as a matter of fact, that's incorrect. Some shit like that, you know, and um, you got that rare person, that shining beacon of light, the diamond in the rough. My friend group doesn't have that. All right, I am that person, but I'm losing touch. And the reason I say that is because I've lost my fucking mind. All right, I'm gonna be just I'm just gonna put my nutsack out there for it to get abused. I'm going fucking insane, man. Um, I can't do this shit anymore. It's fucking grating, and I know I'm saying the same thing people have said, like, I want coronavirus to go away. Yeah, well, that makes two of us, buddy. But for real though, it's like ah, uh, and I was talking to this girl for a little while, and the nicest girl in the world. Just I fucking loved her, and she was so amazing. And I'm not gonna state the specifics because she wants to keep her privacy, and I respect that. But long story short, she doesn't want to talk to me anymore because I scared her. Not because I did anything bad. I didn't do anything bad. All right. It's just like she she got scared, didn't want to talk to me anymore, and I felt real bad about it. And it was some shit she said while we were talking that just now makes me feel really bad, and is part of the reason why I think I have depression. It's because I I'm drastically changing my lifestyle, and it's a my mind is a fucking toxic piece of shit. It's just fucking like dribbling diarrhea 24/7, just all over the place, and I'm just in its little fucking roller coaster. And you know, if my mind if my fucking mind wants to give me a fucking golden shower, it'll give me a golden shower. And that's that's just how it is. That's just how my mind works, and that's fucking toxic as hell. And I know that, and I understand that it's toxic, but I feel like there's nothing I can do about that. Anyway, I digress. Um, but for me, it's just been nothing but a negative feedback loop. Just you're not good enough. You're not good enough. You're not good enough. You need to change. You need to change. You need to change. You're not good enough. She's never gonna notice you again. And all my friends are telling me you need to just drop it. You just need to drop it. And to clarify a little bit, why I'm so hungover is because when you've been at somebody for 6 fucking years, and saying that out loud now seems super fucking sad, but I digress again. When you've been at somebody for 6 fucking years, 6 whole ass years of your life, and they just drop you at the they drop you at such short notice after saying a bunch of shit to you that really got in your head and nobody else has said to you. It's it's real hard. It's real hard to get rid of that. And I feel like now I just feel like I'm lost, and I'm constantly searching for a purpose to I wouldn't say necessarily exist. I I know what my purpose is, or at least at least I'd like to think I do know my purpose for existing, but you know, it, um, but it's like after being told the things that I was told and coming from the past that I have, it it resonated with me a lot, and I felt very safe with her and around her, and I felt like I could open and tell her what was on my mind and speak my mind and clear it out freely. Because, and not to say I can't do that around my friends, it's just my friends they don't get it as much as she did. And I enjoyed being around her, and she was nothing but a pleasure, an absolute pleasure to be around, and I felt incredibly warm and safe being around her, and it fucking hurt, right? It fucking hurt. Like getting kicked in the nuts level hurt, but like on steroids times a million hurt, and in the heart too. It twisted. It twisted me mentally and emotionally, and it it yeah, I'd admit I'd admit that I got a scar from that, emotionally and um emotionally and, well, what's the other word? Emotionally and mentally, I have a scar from that. And it wasn't a toxic relationship. I want to clarify as much as possible, it, that it wasn't a toxic relationship or anything. I just got super invested in it, and I shouldn't have, because she kind of warned me, and but I'm a fucking brainlet sometimes, and I'll you know I'll I'll hear no evil, see no evil, it's shit like that, and you know I'll tune shit out if I don't if I don't necessarily want to hear it or like it. But, you know. Anyway, that's how I'm feeling right now. I feel like just complete and utter shit most of the time, and my mood can easily be ruined. Easily be ruined. And I honestly don't know how to fix that. I don't know how to fix, you know, my mood being ruined so fucking easily. You know, I could switch my mood from being happy-go-lucky to fucking dark and brooding, and I want to fucking end it all. You know, shit like that at the drop of a hat. For example, um, so yeah, and the last thing I wanted to talk about was my friend group in general, and I lied to you. I fucking shat in your mouth just then. I wanted to clarify. Um, since this is kind of unscripted, I really just kind of have like a piece of paper here that uh that I that I scribbled some fucking runes down onto, and only I can understand them. My handwriting isn't that bad, but you know, I just fucking charred blood. You know, wait, follow these topics, some shit like that. So anyway, there's two more topics. I digress. Um, my friend group, my friend group is fucking amazing. They're the best chums I could ever have to surround myself with, and they're really good people to be around. Um, but there's one person in the group that I fucking hate. I'm fucking livid with. So to explain why I'm so fucking mad at this person and why I hate them so much, and a little backstory. I was born on on anyway, that's the wrong story. Um, so a little bit of backstory. I'm not a hateful or spiteful person. I don't hate on people just to hate on them. I fucking hate bandwagoning. I think it's the most deplorable fucking shit in this world, and I hate it, and I hate people who do it because it's bandwagoning is just, you know, fucking chocolate starfish opening drop trousers, just you know, dribbling. It's just fucking. It's a fucking normie thing to do, and I fucking hate it. Anyway, um, where was I going with that? Anyway, uh, so like I I'm not a spiteful person. I don't hate just to hate, and nobody else hates them. That's a lie. It's some other people do hate him, but I don't hate him for the reasons um that the others do. Um, so now to the main point. So to clarify, there was this kid. I'm not gonna name drop. Actually, his name was Gannon Stouch. I think he made national um national news. Like he was fucking everywhere, man. And it was really sad. It was a really sad story because this kid he was fucking 11, man. And it's making me sad just talking about it, but I kind of have to talk about it cuz, you know, if I don't, you're going to be left, you know, fucking pants on, limp dick in hand and not knowing what the fuck I'm talking about. So, he was 11 and he went to the school that's, and I'm not fucking kidding when I say this, just down the fucking street from me. It's like two left turns and that's it. You're there. Um, so he his mom got mad at him and bludgeoned him to death. And then she made up this whole song and dance about how he ran away and he was gonna go to his friend's house and just pee pee sauce dribbling from her mouth, just big ol' fucking doo doo lies, and everybody fucking believed her in the beginning. Haha, foreshadowing. Um, and towards the this was in December, and towards the end of the year, when the year was beginning to wrap itself up, and all this cool stuff, it the news finally came out that she killed him. And I think that's the most deplorable shit in the fucking world. And I believe that nobody should ever be subject to the fucking death penalty, let alone by their fucking mother. Somebody that you should be able to trust and, not fucking bludgeon you to death. But I digress. Um, and she took it one step further. Um, she stuffed him in a leather briefcase, drove all the way down to fucking Florida, and hauled his mutilated body off the side of a fucking road into a river that had alligators in it. And her plan was to have the alligators eat the body, therefore eat the evidence that she ever did it, and get away with it. Fucking get away with that shit. Hell no. Uh, the alligators had, thank God the alligators had just no plans and eating a fucking suitcase, alright? So, somebody found the suitcase, and yeah, I saying suitcase now. I know I said briefcase earlier. Um, it was a suitcase. So it somebody found the suitcase in the river because it had floated a little bit downstream uh into somebody's backyard portion um of the river, of their part of the river, and they they reported it to the police, and the police found that it was the kid. And the mom uh the mom got caught. She went up to, where was it? South Carolina. She went up to South Carolina, and uh, people already knew about the South Carolina part already, and everybody knew that that was suspicious, and everybody was starting to call her out. It was like fuck. So anyway, you get the point. A fucking little kid that was still had a whole whole ass life ahead of him was killed by his mom. So there's this person in the friend group. His name is Christian, and he's friends with my best friend. Um, my my best friend who watches these videos. His name is Kai, and he already knows about this whole situation that's been going back and forth between me and him. But I'm fucking livid with this kid, man. He's just he's on a whole other level of douche bag, just fucking pee pee sauce cock sucking shit like that. And it's like holy fuck, like how the hell could you ascend to a whole other level of being a fucking just horrible, horrible human being? So he will join me and Kai's mic parties, and he will say some shit about Ganon, like some real just fucking mean shit, and just fucking leave. And he knows that I hate that shit. And the only reason he does it is because he's trying to get a reaction out of me. So, I'm already fucking livid with him. I'll kick him from parties, and I just fucking hate the kid. But a couple of days ago, I went to his house for some to pick up some stuff I had left over there. And this was at the height of when he was just being a fucked up human being. And it was just, he didn't say shit. He didn't say shit. And I asked Kai about, well, why why didn't he say anything to me about, Ganon, and why didn't he poke fun at me if he knew that he was going to get a rise out of me? And Kai said, well, he didn't because he didn't want to get beat. Alright, well, that's fucked up. If So, my thing is, if you're gonna be fucked up to my face. Don't be a pussy and hide behind a mic. Alright? Don't don't be magnanimous on the internet. If you know me in person and you see me and that's how you want to act over the mic, you better fucking act the way you act over the mic to my face. Alright? And you best know that I'm gonna serve you fucking consequences, right? Because I fucking hate this whole toxic ass culture on the internet. And it's beyond me to say, oh, I hate the toxic internet and the toxic cultures and no, at that point I'd be fucking just throwing shit in your fucking eyeballs at that point, if I said that with any truthfulness. But I hate the fact that people have the unanimity, magnanimity, that's what I was trying to say, magnanimity of being just an asshole on the internet with no negative repercussions, no and um no consequences. And I really didn't think that that'd be something that I'd say until a couple of days ago, that I realized, oh my god, I I fucking hate that he can do that. So to sum up what I basically just said, instead of shitting in your mouth and not explaining why, um, to summarize, this kid says some fucked up shit, makes me angry over the mic, does it so he can get a reaction out of me and he gets a good laugh out of it. All right, that's already fucked up. All right, so go to his house, pick up some shit, ask a friend why he wasn't acting the way he acts over the mic to me directly to my face, because he knew that I would punish him for it, directly punish him for it, and that's really fucked up. And that's the part that just made me really livid and fucking just hate him for it. All right. Last topic. Here we go. You're on the. If you've watched this far, thank you. You're a fucking one hell of a trooper. So, um, the so for anybody that's out of the loop, which is all of you, I have a older brother. He's about 30 now, and it's been a whole ass 10 years since. Good lord. 10 years. Holy fuck. Um, anyway, sorry. Uh, it's been a whole ass 10 years since we last talked to him, and it just no fucking contact. His dad, who is the one that we uh not generally gave him custody of, but it's hard to explain. It's like who he went to go stay with up in Minnesota. So I live down in Colorado, and right now he's up in Minnesota. And it's been 10 years, and my mom has been just, God bless her, Godspeed, because she's been a fucking trooper through all of this. And almost religiously, once every week, she'll look his name up, try and find any new information about him. And, just the same shit would come up, and it's nothing important. And he's been just real fucking hard to find, like a slippery fucking snake. You can't fucking get a hold of him. You can't get a good grip on it, on what the hell is going on. But it's like, so basically, he didn't necessarily run away. I don't want to say that. He didn't run away. Yeah, he pretty much fucking ran away. So, we don't know. For the longest while, we didn't know if he was still alive, if he was, if he was dead. Um, it, and I mentioned earlier, his dad was no fucking help. Um, and that's fucking true. His dad was no fucking help during that whole debacle about that. And um so like a couple of days ago, actually no, I'm sorry. As of recording this right now, 2 days ago, um we found out where he lived. I know that might that might seem either really creepy or really it might just sound really fucking creepy, but that's a big fucking win for us. Because you have to understand, we've been fighting this fucking uphill battle for the last better part of 10, 10 years, pretty much. Um, he hasn't said anything to us. Not a fucking peep. He hasn't sent anything, messaged, emailed, letters, words, whispers, passing hearings, uh, newsletters, nothing. Just fucking nothing. And then all of a sudden, just out of the blue, oh, this is where he lives. Fucking address and all. So that means that we can send him letters now. And that's fucking awesome. But there's also a drawback to that. It's, well, if we send him letters, he's gonna completely fucking ghost us again. He might. Or it, that could, that could be somebody else. But the reason we know he lives there is because we searched on the Google Maps, and his car was out front. I know. Like, what are the fucking odds that his car would be out front? um, when the when the Google car drove by the and we figured out that that was his address. It could have been in any other order and we would have been just totally fucked. Just left, limp cock in hand and fucking dribbling pee pee sauce out the asshole, just burning fucking rectum, just nothing there for us to go on. So the other day I tried figuring out his phone number, but yeah, maybe I could have done that, say 3 years ago when personal search up, wasn't locked behind a fucking paywall. Thanks, Jijin Pai or whatever the fuck your name is. Um, I blame this on you solely and wholeheartedly. And I have to pay a freemium on trying to figure out what my brother's phone number is. So that's the situation right now. So anyway, thanks for listening to this fucking shitty rant and just dumbass gameplay. Um, I appreciate it if you made it this far, and it's it's just been 2020 needs to just calm the fuck down, right? I'm not saying nothing new. I'm not preaching fucking gospel over here. It's, just 2020 needs to calm the fuck down. It's beating the shit out of me and it's beating the ever living fuck out of everybody else. And, we just it just needs to chill. Anyway, thanks everybody for listening. And yeah, that's quite about it for this one. See ya.